Pauline Rice, sitting over here. She's an expert on local history. Take it from me, if Pauline does something it's not worth knowing. And the two pictures overhead show, from the black and white photos underneath, show evictions in Islandeady. The two gateposts are the ones beside the church. And you can see there one family thrown out with all their belongings, their poor miserable belongings, and their little baby. And in this picture you see all the families. There are Stantons, O'Malley's, it's written under there, about 5 or 6 families, and their worldly goods thrown out on the side of the road, beside the church up there. Pauline has the whole story for
Who drew them?
And one poor old woman there in a blanket, dressed in a blanket in bare feet, and you can see there's no leaves on the trees, so the weather is cold. It's March, I think it was in. So Pauline will answer all questions on that.
It were wonderful scenery, but heritage chairperson Noreen Sadler has captured a sad time in our history in her paintings of families who were dispossessed at Woodville, Clonard, Islandeady. The Woodville gate is close to Islandeady Church. Now, the evictions are few that had taken place in the 1870s, when Woodville was owned by a Protestant landlord named Mr. Thomas Scott. This large house was built in 1780 by a Mr. Tobias Burke, who owned 244 acres of land. It was during Mr. Scott's time that the trouble began, regarding payments of rents by 7 families who had lived there for 22 years. They were all employed to work there and were provided with small cottages and plots of land where they made tillage. Mr. Scott, his own rent had been doubled by Sir Roger Palmer, and he decided to raise his workers' rents as well by a quarter. The dispossessed families were James Towey, John O'Boyle, Michael Stanton, Michael O'Malley, Michael Kilcoyne, Martin Malarkey and Pat Nocton. Mr. Thomas Scott had been criticised for his treatment of his workers in all the newspapers, such as the Mayo Examiner and the Mayo Constitution. Letters were written by him to the newspapers stating that his workers were paid the going rate, but they positively refused to treat with him. He said he had provided the plots of land, but he had no option but to threaten to evict them. He also regarded himself as a fair man. The name of the evicting agent was a Mr. Norman, who represented one of the big Mayo landlords, Sir Roger Palmer. Noreen Sadler deserves a round of applause for her paintings of the evictions. The original photograph was taken by Thomas Wynne in the 1870s. He lived in Main Street, Castlebar. Now, and there was a further report by an American journalist in the 1880s. He said that thousands of Irish exiles in America know Father O'Malley. 1,000 families have left his parish, and for 21 years he has been the loved and honoured priest of Islandeady. Islandeady is the name of a parish with 1,800 families, and when Father O'Malley was young, there were 600 there. Now there are only 600. The rest are in their graves and in America. He told the reporter that on a terrible day, that the families all gathered at the gate, that he said 300 people were there in the store when there were hailstones. 300 people, men, women and children, with blue lips stood there in the rain and they were looking for relief for their hungry families at home. Noreen deserves a big applause for all.